Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise and I have a little confession to make. It's actually been a couple of months since I filmed my last calm weekly journal prompt because of course I've been away traveling overseas, but I wanted to leave you guys and also feel organized myself by having some content on my channel whilst I was away. So I'm actually really excited to get back into it. Of course, I've been working in my travel journals while I've been away, and I will share them when I get time to do some filming and editing as well of some of the video I took while I was away. But yes, I'm really excited to be back here and having this weekly routine. Now, I've got some new toys while I was away. I found this mini light box in Flying Tiger in the Netherlands in a place called Enschede. Yes, I thought that's really fun and it's nice to have on my desk. A bit of fun. I also got, while I was away in Japan, I got a new journal charm, and this is the brass tag of the Fly to the World from Japan Travelers Factory with a picture of Mount Fuji and a plane. On the back it says, brass tag is made at a press factory in Japan. Put it to the travel tools as a sign of your trip to Japan. I thought I would put this one on the front of my Kanaya journal cover, which of course I'm using each week to do some memory keeping, just jotting down a couple of sentences or some words about what happens each day, whether it's boring stuff or whether it's something fun or funny or a new show or just a note that I went to the dentist and all is good. Yay. So I thought we'd put that on together before we get into looking at what the prompt is for this coming week, which of course is week 5. It's the last week of January, first week of February. So we'll just pop this on. There we go. We have a little bit of new bling on my journal. Of course, there were some charms that came out with the addition of this cover, but I opted not to get them because I was hoping to pick up some new ones while I was traveling. Been going quite well, so since I came back I've just been writing in each day, and I've been choosing a different fountain pen with a different ink for each week that sort of coordinates with the decoration. So that's been a fun way to use my fountain pens and think about the inks that are in them more often as well. Today is actually the Australia Day public holiday, so we've had a pretty cruisy morning. Everyone had a sleep in, and yeah, it's just quiet afternoon. Friday afternoon. Okay, so of course last week we had "There is no joy but calm," which was a quote from Alfred Tennyson, the poet Tennyson, from his poem The Lotus Eaters. It's actually a little bit slightly on the dark side, but interesting nonetheless. I wrote a little bit more about it in my post on Instagram. So yeah, if you want to go and check it out, have a look. But that was last week. So let's see what this week has for us. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a very simple design on this card. Let's see. Happiness arises in a state of peace, not of tumult. Yeah, well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because if you're having an experience or something's happening that's tumultuous or very eventful, sometimes that can be exciting, but obviously sometimes it can be distressing or stressful. If we're feeling calm and relaxed, we're probably more likely to feel happy within ourselves as well. So yeah, I'll have to go and have a look at who Anne Radcliffe is. Hopefully nobody's cringing, going, oh my God, don't you know who she is? But that's the fun thing of these cards too, to go and do a little bit of research and find out, where this has come from, what the circumstances or the context is from these quotes or statements. But for these at the start of the week, before the start of the week, I am happy just to take inspiration from either the quote itself or the card. And this eye is really appealing to me, and I think I would like to replicate these sorts of paint rings on my page. So I'm just going to go away and have a little think about that and get together some materials, and I'll be back to join you. Of course, if you want to create your own response to this page, you can do whatever you like. You don't have to copy the imagery. You might like to take inspiration from the colors. They might be colors that just don't work for you. You might prefer to focus on the quote itself, or maybe you just want to use this as a prompt to do your own journal page in whatever style you like. I shall go and gather up some materials and do some decorating. The first thing that jumped out to me were these paint rings that encircles the quote, and it put me in mind of the two of the inks that I've just received from Ferris Wheel Press lately, and I thought these would actually be perfect to do something similar to this on the page. This is Harlequin Dream, and this one is a Radiant Rosewing. So this is non-shimmer. This is a shimmering ink or a sparkling ink. I thought maybe I could use this plastic cup. It might be too big. I might use this end and like kind of do it on the page. I don't know. Let's just give it a go and see what happens. I really want the sparkle on top, so I might actually do the purpley ink first. Okay, so I just thought maybe I could like put this around the bottom here. I don't know if this is gonna work. Um, and oh, that's actually not too bad. That worked out better than I expected. Okay, let's do another one. I might do 3. I didn't really think about the placement of that. Maybe I do like 3 up the top of the page and then have some decoration down the bottom. Like these are kind of paint bubbles or thought bubbles maybe rising up or something. Okay, I didn't actually get a paper towel. Let's see how we go with this one. Because I want to do it over the top, but this isn't dry yet. I'll just give it a go, see how it turns out. It might be messy. I didn't even clean my paintbrush. Oh, that's not very nice. That looks a bit muddy. Let's just blot it slightly. So I might try to overlap it, but not do it directly on top. We might leave this to dry for a while and then I'll come back. I think I'm going to start off by stamping February up here because of course it's changing over to February on Thursday. Oh, and we get an extra day this year. It's a leap year. That's always interesting. There we go. I thought I'd just go with black rather than trying to match. I thought it would be easier just to do a contrast. In the meantime, I've been having a little look through my sticker release book. So this is just the one that lives on my desk for all offcuts and things. It's not a traveler's notebook one, which I really like to have in my inserts, but this is handy to have as well. And I found I had these fussy cut washi flowers that are quite large, but these circles on this page is quite large too, and I just thought this might be just a really nice simple design to bring in a few of these flowers in complementary colors. I'm really thinking I want this one coming up. Do you know, I took my tweezers traveling with me and someone made the point after I'd already gone that I could have potentially had them confiscated, so because I did have them in my pencil case, but fortunately they never caused a problem. I think having my EpiPen in my backpack kind of made the security people look at that more closely and maybe less at things like tweezers. It wasn't a problem flying in or out of Australia, Japan, or Germany. Those of you who travel with journaling supplies and equipment, that's take note of that. I put that. Might put that there. And the other rather sad thing that happened while I was away was I took my little Canon selfie, the QX10, the square photo printer with me to put photos in my journals while I was traveling, and it broke. If you are familiar with it or not familiar with it, it does a 4-stage printing, has like a print cartridge with kind of like a clear plastic film that prints on the special paper, and it broke. The clear plastic film ended up wrapping around the rollers inside the body of the printer, which was really, really sad because it happened right at the start of the trip, somewhere between Japan and Germany. And of course, I didn't have it in my luggage, I had it in my carry-on. I was very careful with it. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I have to say that Canon Australia have been really, really helpful so far. Contacted me when I got in touch with them and said, yeah, it's no problem, just supply your receipt of purchase and send us some photos of the inside with what's happened. We'll get back to you. So I think they're going to send me a replacement one, which would be wonderful. I don't know what to do with this now. I might put that here. So hopefully that comes through so I can keep using, because I've got like paper and cartridge refills and things. So what I did was just created spots where I knew I would want to have photos. Then I've just printed them out on some photo paper at home on my printer and pop them in. It was a little frustrating at the time. I think I might actually replicate the quote down here. I might just keep the page really simple this week. I'm not going to use a fancy pen. I think I'm just going to use a Muji gel pen, black 0.5, and yeah, just to keep it really, really simple. So I might just try and copy out this font. It's quite nice. Now that I am looking at it, I'm wondering if it's a little too plain. I don't know when to leave things alone sometimes. I really feeling like I want to put a strip of washi tape here just to finish off this page, and then maybe one here. Let's do that, and then if you don't agree, let me know. I've got this really nice washi tape by Note and Wish, who, of course, the two ladies who run that have taken a bit of a break because one of them has just given birth to her first child. So that is wonderful news. So this I bought from their website, oh, I can't remember now, it might have been last year or the year before. And I know some of you also watch Ali from Dabbling in Journals, and if you're watching Ali, hi! Thank you for your Christmas card. I really, really loved it, and I actually have some mail for you that I am preparing shortly. But I'll let you know when that is on its way. But yeah, Ali also has this washi tape. We do twin out quite regularly. In fact, I know she has a new video out that I'm saving to watch this weekend. I want to have a little lie down, a little nap, and a relax and watch Ali's latest video. Now I'm happy with that. I do feel an overwhelming urge to do some stamping here on these rings, but I'm actually going to resist. It's very, very hard, but I am quite happy with the minimal take. Yes, don't laugh, but the minimal take of this page. So let me know what you think. Tell me if you would have stopped at the before the washi tape, or if you would have kept going and added some elements, and if so, what they would have been. And of course, if you participate, do something in your journal in response to this prompt, please let me know, and you can use the hashtag CTP 2024 Calm Journal Prompts on Instagram if you feel the urge to share. Of course, you don't have to. It's no competition or anything like that. It's just to try and bring some relaxed and peaceful time into each week of our very busy lives. I'll leave you with the quote. Until next time, happiness arises in a state of peace, not of tumult. Bye for now.